shall we? Today I'm going to be discussing with you how I plan my Instagram feed and how I get a pastel aesthetic theme. Basically, an aesthetic Instagram feed basically means when you go on someone's grid and it's got a very coherent theme going on. They have normally planned this. This might not be everyone. It might just be the case that all their photos coincide because they use the same filters or the same colour themes. But this is how I personally do it. I use two apps because if you don't know, I run two businesses. I run Katnipp Illustrations, which is my love and my baby, and then I own BABYBLUU, which I've only opened this week because I felt like they didn't go together anymore. So I've got two apps that I use because I'm lazy and I cannot be bothered to sign in and out each time I want to use it. So I use two apps. One app is called Preview and one app is called Planoly. What's it called? Planoly. It's quite Planoly? One's called that. And you can also schedule from that Planoly app, which is quite handy for some people, but personally for me, I just like to put it up when I feel like putting it up. Why would you need an Instagram aesthetic, you may ask? Well, if you are a small business or you're planning on being a social media influencer, whatever, I would suggest having a theme to your Instagram. It's also a little bit of your style, so your style and your brand can come out in your Instagram feed. So when people click on your feed, they instantly know what you're all about. So when they go on my Katnipp theme, they'll see I'm all about that pink and pastel life. And if they go on BABYBLUU, they'll see that it's a more child, baby, motherly kind of niche market. There's so many different themes out there. I tend to follow a lot of pastel themed aesthetics because that's naturally what I'm drawn to, but there's also like beauty bloggers who are out there who have like monochrome themes, and there's also some rainbow colour themes. By that I mean they have blocks of colour going down, so maybe they'll do 6 posts of green, 6 posts of red, 6 posts of yellow themed items, products, photos, whatever. There is endless amounts of things you could do. Find one that's suitable for you, find your own style, find your own props. This will come with time. Don't worry if it doesn't look like this straight off the bat. It took me probably a year and a half until I realised that I could have a theme, and really I've only started utilising these apps in the last 3 months, and that's when I've seen the biggest growth on my Instagram. Now I still only have a small amount of followers, or humble amount of followers on Katnipp, and I have a tiny amount of followers on BABYBLUU because it's only been open for a couple of days. But I am very proud of my followers, and I believe that I am friends with all my followers because they follow me for my pastel aesthetic. They like pastel colours too, and that's the type of audience you want to attract. You want to attract the type of audience who likes your theme. It's also nice to have a brand story or a personal story that connects with other people, and I feel like my pastel aesthetic connects with people who also like that kawaii pastel aesthetic too. So I'm going to show you how I do it on my planner thingy majiggeries, my planner app things. So these are the two apps I use. For Preview, it is my Katnipp feed. So as you can see, it's very similar to the Instagram feed itself, but it allows you to see what your grid looks like, which is like this. So I'm going to go ahead and load the photo that I've just took. So there's my photo. So I'm going to take that. And as you can see, it has now popped up, and this is how it would look on my Instagram feed. Now I think that goes pretty well because as you can see where I took photos before, I actually took this photo on my DSLR, but it all goes with my grid, I think. If I hadn't have put these up yet, so say these haven't been live, I can jiggle things around and see what looks good, which is the beauty of it. So say you've scheduled the next 4 posts, you can see what looks good and what doesn't. So say we got a photo and it didn't go on our grid, we would check it on here first, and if it didn't go, I would delete it off. You don't want that. So I'm going to juggle that back to the original place because this is how my Instagram is currently set up at the moment. So that is how I use Preview for Katnipp, just to plan my Instagram feed because I like it to have that coherent theme. I also use blocks of colour. You can use it in quotes. I use quotes of my Katnipp font that I made myself. You can also share people's photos on your Instagram, which is this and this. Make sure you give full credit to the original Instagram heir or photographer, and make sure you comment that on your Instagram feed. It's also nice to share the love sometimes, isn't it? So this is my second app that I use. It is called Planoly, and this is the app I use for BABYBLUU. So my theme on BABYBLUU is obviously a powder blue. I have opted for just to kind of give it its own brand, rather than, I do love pink, guys, and it hurt my soul, but I do like this powder blue theme. And as you can see, I plan my posts in the same way, and I keep the blue theme by adding blocks of blue text in between my posts. So this will be the fifth photo. So you can see here there's a block of coloured text, then there's 1, 2, 3, 4 block of coloured text, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'll probably add another block of coloured text. You don't have to do this. This is just what I do because as you look on the grid, it looks really nice and coherent. That's basically it. It's so easy to plan your Instagram posts. Some people plan them post in advance so they can jiggle it around like I showed you and see what and optimize their theme accordingly. You can obviously break it up with quotes, blocks of colour. You can do whatever. Go and experiment and find what's good for you, what you like, because at the end of the day, you want to be true to yourself and your brand or whatever, and do what you like, and then people obviously connect with that, and hopefully you'll get lots of new interweb friends. So yeah, if this video was slightly helpful to you, please give it a thumbs up. I freaking hate saying that because it's so cheesy, but it's just got to be done, because then it lets me know that I'm doing something right. If you would like to see any tips and advice in the future videos, leave a comment below and I will see what I can do and see if I can help you in any way, shape or form. If you have some Q's, I will get you some A's. Do you know what I mean? I've also recorded a video previous to this to how I take, shoot and edit my photos on my iPhone and my DSLR, so go check that out before you check out this video. Unless you already know how you take and edit your photos, then that's fine, just watch this video if you want to know how I edit them and things like that before I plan them. So that's it. I'm gonna go now. Bye, love you. Bye. These earrings are so fucking cute. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just winging it. This is like some weird